Good morning. How are you? Lockdown day 2. Everything all right over there?
No, don't start that again.
What? Day 2, day 3?
The counting.
There's no point, is there?
I can't deal.
There's no point. Coming up this morning, welcome to Prever County Junior. Lesson 1, count the number of times Daddy bangs his head on the wall. Lesson 2, forget Lesson 1. Seriously, is it time to stop pretending that you can work, be a parent and teach at the same time?
Yeah, a lot of stress on the parent WhatsApp groups yesterday. I feel your pain. We start today, so...
Good luck. More of that coming up. We've got world-class advice coming up this morning. Very good. Good morning. This is the Breakfast Club, BBC Radio Oxford. Heads down, children. Welcome to Prever County High.
Oh, God, imagine.
Lesson number 1. I'd make a terrible head teacher. Can you imagine?
Actually, a head teacher, I think, probably not these days, but you're not dissimilar to my head teacher in the 1980s.
I don't know what to make of that. I cast myself more in a grumpy janitor role, to be honest with you.
Yeah, slightly grumpy, a little bit bumbling at times.
Yeah, the guy with the broom.
Interesting nugget of information. I was very fond of him.
Thank you,
Mr. Jukes.
This is like going for an interview and having one of these personality assessments. Where am I? Oh, yes. Coming up, we'll talk about homeschooling. Plus, help if you don't have access to a laptop for online lessons. You can bet. We're talking about homeschooling all morning, though, because, it started yesterday for us at home. And and you've got it today, haven't you? You got it started this morning.
Yeah, it starts this morning for me. Well, my husband.
You're going to get a call in the next hour saying, what's 100%. The login? You know you will.
I left everything out last night. So on our table, as with everyone, where you do everything, eat, sleep, I put the laptop on the table. I put the bit of paper with the login next to the laptop.
Yeah, it'll be lost already. It'll be lost.
They misspelt the login password. So I don't want to give too much away, but it's an animal, a common zoo animal. And I was like, oh, they've misspelt that. That's good, good for security.
There's a typo
and then I
in
tried it and I was like, no, that's an actual typo.
Oh, no.
So it's like, follow this password, but make sure you spell it correctly because that's wrong.
That's crazy.
Maybe that was an extra level of security they were trying to. But they forgot to tell you, we need you to solve this anagram and then use this as the password.
That's what it feels. It feels like a brain teaser, doesn't it?
The whole thing is a challenge and a trial. It's the phrase that I just sends chill down my spine is, Daddy, I need to print this off. Oh, I come over a bit funny.
Yeah.
You spend an hour wrestling with the printer and out the window it goes because
you got a wireless one as well because they're worse.
Oh, they're the worst things.
Yes.
It does print wirelessly, but 4 houses down the road, and someone knocks on.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone will knock on your door on Sunday and say, "Did you print off a giraffe?" Oh yeah, I did. That's right. Last week. It's hard.
Such a joy.
But the thing is, especially with Google Classrooms, which is the application that most schools seem to be using, and it is very good. There'll be an image. And you print it, and you think, that's fine, and it prints out, and it's like a centimetre across.
Yeah, I can't get on with the ratios of things. No.
Very, very difficult. Anyway, the whole point is here that it's difficult, and we'll talk about it through the morning. We've got some advice. And all I would say is don't beat yourself up. I think the key to this is lowering your expectations. None of us are head teachers. We're not.
I feel like my expectations are quite low already.
Well, lower them even further would be my advice. If they manage to pick up a pen and log in, then that's a win. Go for the wins.
What really buoyed me yesterday was the news that BBC Bite Size is going to screen all of its stuff. So
yes, well, I was about to come on to that. This is brilliant. Yeah. Pause that thought for a minute. I'm 7 years old again.
Chilled.
The point is that it was brilliant television and it was educational, which takes me back to what you were saying, Sophie.
Yes.
BBC delivering its biggest education offer in its history across all of its platforms. This starts Monday, CBBC, 3 hours of primary school shows every day to make sure that your children can learn even if they don't have the internet. Putting your kids in front of the TV right now is okay. They will learn things. It's
Amen
brilliant.
Is what I say to that, because most of the stuff
BBC.
they watch is just absolute guff. Like, it's rubbish. It's like American sitcom, or it's like YouTube. It's just, it's
absolutely
rubbish. Can't wait to get the educational shows back on.
And it's really, and some of this stuff, take a look. It's there online, or just go to the CBBC channel. And the point is, if you haven't got the internet, devices aren't working, you can't print the giraffe for them to colour in or whatever it is, Then BBC Bite Size, the CBBC channel, some outstanding learning. We use Bite Size a lot during the first lockdown.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
just
And there's
stacked.
a load of stuff for secondary pupils as well. It's right across the board.
Really good.
Will be a lifesaver, I think.
Take a look at all of that and more on how to survive schooling coming up